Never Leave Your Monastery, a story of the medieval imagination by H.G. Potter. Within the monastery, Abbot Cromner, the hermit Marigold, and Brother Jacob are key. But outside, Jacob encounters many unusual sorts. Fifth, Grimble Rudbeard. This dwarf is not just a typical adventurer seeking underworld gold. He is a madman bent on avenging his people with the occult power of the old gods. In the Second Age, the dwarves were expert masons. They were hired to build the towers of Nistol upon the desert mesa, place of exile for the wizards. When the time came to pay, the wizards were unable, so they tricked the dwarves by locking them away to die within the towers so well made. Humiliated by this history, Grimble sought magical power, first from the Dire, which went foul, and later as priest of the many-headed dragon spirit who enthused him with superhuman speed in combat. The dragon spirit has a price, however. Grimble must offer human sacrifice to keep this power. Seeing Brother Jacob wandering in the forest, he persuades the hungry monk to go ahead and eat the magic chestnuts which the king has forbidden. After Jacob is found by the Valrafim, Grimble takes Jacob hostage, marching the monk to a pagan altar of sacrifice. 6. Cruthuzil Elusinian, gnomish kind and leader of the Valrafs. In ages past, this warrior poet accompanied great heroes of renown like Duke Ike Khan of the sagas. Cruth is weary of the terrestrial sphere, but has agreed to one last expedition for the realms, to lead the Valrafem on a raid. They must first, however, find crucial lore in the rare tome, the Black Book of Melancholia. To this end, the Valrafs have set up camp in the woods not far from the monastery and hope to acquire a translating monk. They could not have done better than Jacob. 7. Thingle the Valraf Scout. This mountaineer was to show the Valrafs how to scale the high walls of the Dire's fortress. One who has less confidence, Thingle was persuaded by the mad dwarf to join his occult plans in betrayal of Christ-like Cruth. But he turns back during the ritual preparations, for the sight of a monk reminds Thingle of the true God and restores him to faith. With a show of loyalty, he challenges the super-fast warrior to a duel in order to save Brother Jacob. 8th, Droctulf the Valraf Commander. This veteran is a true leader and loyal to Cruth. He always suspected Grimble and was almost killed by the mad dwarf. When the Valrafs do eventually mutiny against Cruth, Droctulf is arrested and may not speak. 9. Stormraker, a Valraf champion, who turns against Cruth and takes over the expedition with strict military discipline. Stormraker's leadership is disastrous, and they soon are cast into the prisons of the Archdruid of the World, Grand Fortress of the Dire.